What's up, YouTube? Back again for another exciting content and video today. Today is going to be another hopefully good video for you guys. This one's going to be, I already did one on tips on how to make friends. Now, this one's going to be based on tips on how to get a job. And ways you can get a job, and ways that if you don't have a job and you want to start your own company, this is how to do it. Especially lawn care or anything like that. So guys, before I get this video started off, I want to say thank you for all the subscribers that I got. You know, we only have 8 so far, guys, but 8's better than nothing. So thank you guys for subscribing. I appreciate all your, your support. So I do appreciate that. All the views on those guys, on reviews, I do appreciate those guys. I really do. So if you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe. Turn on that notification bell to get new videos and content. And remember to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. So now we're gonna get started today, guys. Today is Thursday, October 18th. Almost, geez, guys, it's almost October. It's almost the end of the month already. It's getting close. Really close, guys. Shoot. So anyway, today is going to be talking about tips on how to get a job. If you're in different locations, this may not apply to you, but if you're in Michigan, this is going to be based on Michigan jobs and how to get those jobs. Because I know, guys, anywhere you apply, any state, I guarantee is going to be hard to find a job. So this may help you guys out some. This may not help you guys out some. But if this does help you guys out some, I would, cool. I'd appreciate it if you guys do. Let me know if it did help you. Let me know how it helped you and what helped you down in the comments below. And tell me what job you guys got, or whatever worked for you. Would give me some commentary. Let me know what worked for you guys too. This is more of a helpful video, not a more informational than anything. So let's get started. First things first, guys. If you want employers to really notice you, okay, and let's say you've never had a job before in your life. Best thing to do, guys, even though, yes, you may not have had a job, and yes, you may not have had a job, and this may be your first one, and maybe you guys got some awards in school, and you're just getting out of high school, or let's say you're in high school and you're trying to get a job. Okay, best thing that works for me, this is only what worked for me, this is my opinion. So if you guys have any different opinions on this, please let me know in the comments, because it would be very helpful to the viewers that are watching this video. But what helped me is, my first job was a job at Quiznos, okay? Not the most exciting job in the world. It wasn't the most, my boss wasn't the best boss in the world. But of course, what boss is the best boss in the world, okay? I've had bad bosses, I've had good bosses, and I've had some really crappy bosses. But the biggest thing, though, guys, is go out there, just apply, start applying. Best thing to do, though, when you're just starting off is, if you see a now hiring sign out there, they'll usually have them either on the door, or they'll have them, signs posted somewhere on their billboards, or in front of their store, or on, sometimes on Facebook, guys. That's the best way to look too. But we'll get into that. If you're, this is just for your first time applying for a job right now. But like I said, if your first time is, go look for places that are hiring, like places that have now hiring signs out in front of their stores, or fast food restaurants, whatever, and go apply. You can't really be too picky about your first job. Okay, it's just a job. It's not a career, and I will definitely go into detail on what a job job entails and what a career entails. To me, anyway. So go in there. Even if you're not dressed in a interview, type attire, who cares? Go in there and ask them what they're hiring for. If they're hiring, and ask them for an application if they don't have one already put out. Tell them you're interested, and be polite, guys. Don't go in there all hood. And I've seen people with their pants hanging off their butt going to look for a job. Biggest thing, guys, when you're dressing, I'm not telling you guys how to dress, because it is a free country and you can dress however you want, because it is. You do have the right to freedom of speech, and you do have the right to dress the way you want to dress. But when you're walking into places and you want to get a job, and you're desperately needing a job, guys, first thing you do not have your pants hanging off your butt, okay? Because if you have your pants hanging off your butt, you're most likely not going to get that job, all right? Because they're going to look at you and be like, well, what's this guy coming in here looking for a job for? He can't even keep his pants off his, up on his hips. You got to dress appropriately to go to this job. You can't have your hat all crooked, cockeyed, sideways. Don't wear a do-rag in there, guys. If you're, white, black, Asian, whatever. I've seen Asian guys and white guys wear do-rags too. So if you do that, guys, don't do it. Okay? If you're wearing a hat, please take your hat off while you're inside. If you haven't learned that, then shame on your parents for not teaching you to take your hat off indoors. And when you're talking to somebody, look them straight in the eye. Don't look, all over the place. And don't go, hey, you got an application. No, don't do that. When you walk up to the counter, say, can I please have an application if you guys are hiring? Or say, hey, or tell them, ask them, are you hiring? And if they say yes, can I please have an application? Always use that magical word, guys, please and thank you, because that just shows them that you really want that job, and you're really you may not think employers look at that when your first impression with them. But they do. Surprisingly, they do. When I've hired people and when I've fired people, when people came to me and they were looking for a job, I was like, really looking for a job? Why are you looking for a job? Or what makes you a good fit for our company? Or what makes you a good fit for this position? And that's some of the questions they're going to ask you guys. But I'll get into that later in the video. So, biggest thing, guys, you gotta dress appropriately. Like I said before, you gotta be dressed appropriately. Like I said, you can't have your pants hanging off your butt. You can't have, your underwear showing. You cannot have a do-rag on, walking into a all cockeyed, hey man, can I have, bro, can I have an application, bro? No, don't. They're going to look at you. Now, if you're in the ghetto, okay, that might work. Okay? That might work. If you're, and I'm not trying to be racist here, but if you're white, I can tell you right now, it's not going to work. Okay? They're going to look at you like, boy, you're a white boy. Get the hell out of them. What are you doing over on this side of town? Don't do that. Just period. Don't do that. Okay? Don't be all, like they like to call it, hood. Okay? Don't be hood. When I got this job, I walked in there, I was real polite. Yes, granted, I dressed in business attire, which I think everybody should be dressed in when they go look for an application or look for a job the first time, because that'll give you a better chance of getting that job. Now, let's say they don't require you to wear business casual attire, which means you do not have to wear a suit and tie and a suit jacket, but what you do have to wear is a button-up shirt and some nice dress pants and maybe some dress shoes if you got them. If you don't have them, wear some black tennis shoes, okay? Real nice black tennis shoes, nothing scuffed up, nothing, nothing like that, guys. Make yourself look like you want the job, okay? You gotta sell yourself, okay? That's the biggest key in this whole thing. Sell yourself. Tell them, the employer, why they should employ you as one of their employees, okay? You got to sell yourself. And if you guys don't want to work for, let's say you guys already have a job and you're sick and tired of bosses looking over you, or let's say you're new and you don't want to have a boss looking over you, telling you what to do, and you want to make your own money and be on your own schedule. Best way to do it is running your own business, okay? Regardless on how old you are, if you're younger than, let's say you're younger than 21 and you want to work, but you want to make your own hours because you want to have your time to go play video games, you want to have time with your friends, you want to have time to yourself. Best thing to do. I found this out a little late. I should have done this earlier, which I regret not doing this earlier, is starting your own lawn care business, guys and gals. I've seen women do this. I've seen tons of gentlemen do this. If you guys want to start your own lawn care business up today, if you guys are sick and tired of doing what, having bosses look over you all the time, like I said before, start your own lawn care business. Easiest thing to do. If you guys have a lawnmower, a push mower, if you guys have a riding mower, if you guys have a leaf blower, if you guys may not just have it, let's say you guys only have a lawnmower, a riding mower, or you guys have just a push mower, okay? That's what I started out with. It was just a push mower, okay? Push mowers go a long way. I'm telling you right now. Make sure you guys have, if you guys want to start this, I'm telling you, push mowers are a good start with. But if you guys have more equipment than that, that's great. But if you have a push mower and you guys want to start a lawn care business and you guys want to cut grass for a living, okay, but let's say you don't know how to do it. Well, I'm going to give you guys some tips on that today too. The first tip is when you're starting your own lawn care business, okay? If you're in Michigan, you do not need a license to cut people's yards. Everybody cuts their yard. As long as, you're not laying any seed down, you're not laying any chemicals down, you're fine. If you do that though, you have to get a license in the state of Michigan. I don't know about everywhere else. I can't speak for the other states, but I can tell you in Michigan, you do not need a license. If you do want to start your own lawn care business and you are in a different state, make sure you check your laws and your regulations and your licensing department to make sure you do not need a license to start your own lawn care business. Second thing is, if you don't have a truck and you do not have a, let's say you just got an SUV, okay. Yes, you could still do it with an SUV. And let's say you don't have a trailer. You could still do it with an SUV, yes. Hardest thing is getting that lawnmower in and out of your SUV. Not unless you can do it. If you can do it, hey, kudos to you. I started when I had a truck, so it was easier for me. I just lifted it up and took it out, lifted it up and put it back in. Yes, it was a lot of work. Yes, it was, hard times, but I got through them. First thing I recommend doing is getting a truck. Doesn't have to have, be a new truck, be an older truck, whatever, I recommend getting a truck because it's easier to get the lawnmower in and out of the truck. A lot easier than it is trying to get it in and out of a SUV, especially when you don't have a trailer. Second thing is, make sure you go door to door and explain who you are. First get a name for your company. Go out there, put your name out there, and go door to door and explain to them, I'm a new company, or hi, I'm so and so. I just live down the street, or I live, a couple blocks down, and I'm just starting up a new lawn service company, and I was wondering if you were interested in getting your yard cut for a cheap and affordable price, as well as professionally done. You don't have to use those you don't have to use those words. You don't have to say exactly that, but make sure you do include your name and who you are and what your business stands for. If they got the time. If they don't have the time, I strongly recommend either getting business cards for one, or you can get door hangers, guys. Door hangers are like, how they got the hotel room keys, and then you got the hotel room that says, please do not disturb, or whatever, and they hang up there. That's what I mean by door hangers. So you guys can put your information on there, what you guys, specialize in. Like my company, we specialize in grass cutting, edging, weed whacking, bush trimming, and we do snow removal. So, put all that down on your card too, if you want. If you don't want to, and you just want to put your name on your company, your number, and maybe an email address where they can get in contact with you, then do it, But, that's probably the easiest way I found. And the easiest way to get clients is just keep pushing, guys. Keep pushing, keep trucking. It is going to be rough the first couple months, but I recommend doing it at the beginning of the season. Don't do it in the middle of the season, because there's a lot of people that already have lawn care businesses, and it was very tough for me to do it because there was too many people that had lawn care businesses and services out there, and they just didn't need it done because they already had somebody. And make sure, guys, you do price accordingly. Don't overcharge your customers. Be friendly, be courteous, be kind to these people. Don't give them a hard time, okay? You want business, sell yourself. Make yourself look good. Make yourself look, even though you haven't cut a lawn in your life, make yourself look like you have cut a lawn in your life, okay? And practice on your own yard before you cut somebody else's grass. Highly recommend it. But yeah, guys, especially when you're going into an interview, be kind, be courteous, and show that you're interested. If you're going in, let's say you want to work for somebody, okay? And let's say you work for, let's say you work for Burger King, or let's say you work for Barnes and Nobles, or Dick's. Look up on their website and try to find out more about them, what they're all about. Or even if you're working for Best Buy, look at what their history is. Look at what they're about, what kind of company they are, so that you have some type of information in your head, in your mind, so when they ask you, you do know what we're about, what this position's about. You can answer them yes or no. They look at they don't mind if you don't know the position very well. If you don't know what the company's all about, that's fine. They don't care. But they're even more impressed if you do, and you did your research and you've looked it up online. And I found that out. They will call you back, and I'm telling you, it is a beautiful thing when you get your first job and you're making that money, okay? Second thing is, if you want to leave a job, do not do what I did and just get up and leave, okay? It's not a very good rapport with your employer to be an employee just to get up and leave. So, my recommendation is give them 2 weeks in advance, 2 weeks notice. You don't have to give them 2 weeks notice, but I try to give them 2 weeks notice now so that if this new job doesn't work out, I can always come back to the old job. You know, that's just what I do. So, with that being said, guys, I'm going to cut this video short. I know it's already been 20 minutes as it is. I've been talking for, so you guys have probably heard enough. If you guys do have any advice for these viewers, if you guys have any, I don't know, if you guys have any problems getting a job, let me know in the comments below, guys, because I'd be more than happy to help you, okay? Give you some advice about how to get more, you know, how to get a job and what to look for. So for now, have a good one, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell to get more videos and content. And remember, smash that like button, guys. Alright, guys, I'll see you later. Have a good one. Chris is signing off. Have a good night, day.